enterprise performance solutions. I believe performance improvement in an enterprise is very important element for enterprise performance solution. In my previous speaker, Dr. Kang talked about hard and soft tool of enterprise. And here I would like to say that if you can meaningfully integrate hard and soft tool of enterprise, we can definitely improve the performance of our employees, our students, in any settings. Could be a corporate setting, could be an education setting, could be a government setting. As I see it, enterprise hard and soft tool. Hard tool is enterprise software. Soft tool is enterprise learning. Now, the enterprise software, you know, you have CRM, ERP, and also you need content development tool and learning management system. You know, in an enterprise is an organization. In an organization, there are so many data. So it will be very costly to log in a person through one system and other person who don't have access to it. So you need a good collaboration among sharing the data in an institution. Learning management and content development tool must be developed so that in an organization you have access to the data all over. If someone log into a learning system, and that data should be accessible to the manager in other end. I believe for the performance improvement in an organization, you have to realize there is a tremendous need for some kind of tool with learning management functionality that can meaningfully integrate into the centralized enterprise system. But to create such a tool, it must be compliance with some international standards. One of the standards many of you probably know is SCORM. SCORM simply means that if you create one movie file in your organization, you should be able to use it in your organization and it can be loaned to other organizations. And the same way, you can borrow another file from other organization. Only way that can happen if you follow the international interoperability standards. If you create the standards so people can share. Next thing is World Wide Web Consortium has guideline for accessibility for the people with disability. For example, if you in a website, if you put my picture, and a person who cannot see can use the screen reader software. So it will say that picture. But if you do in your HTML code, if you say in alternative text, if you say Khan's picture, so the screen reader will read Khan's picture. That's an example of an accessibility guideline that you have to follow. Then it comes instructional design. What does instructional design do? Instructional design basically improves performance by using instructional techniques, instructional strategies to achieve the overall goal of an instruction or training. Then diagnostic checklist means in open, flexible learning environment, a distributed learning environment, you need to know the issues important to that learning environment. So you need to check whether are you performing, are you creating this learning tool which is in compliance with what are the concern for your learner. Well, enterprise, let me discuss the enterprise content development and delivery phases. You can see there are two phases in enterprise learning. One phase is content development, other phase is delivery. This is where you create your content. When you create the content, you must plan for it. The product of your planning would be good plan for your enterprise learning. Then you have to do the design. You would learn about your audience, whatever strategy works for them, what kind of learning works for them. Then you work on the design. And the product of your design process would be a blueprint for your learning. Go back, please. Production. The production, meaning that you are actually creating your learning solution using computer or using any other media, and the product of your learning production process will be a complete online course. Now, you see the evaluation at the center. You must evaluate each stages of the work so that you can back and forth make changes as is required. Can you all follow me so far what I'm talking about? If you follow, can you raise your hand, please? Okay. Now, this is what the content development. So content development process will create the content. A complete online course would be a product of the content development process. The next step is delivery and maintenance. Once you have created the course, you must deliver it and maintain it, continuous maintenance. So you see, what I'm trying to say, the enterprise learning has two phases. Content development, delivery and maintenance. For the content development, we need a content development tool. And for the learning environment, we need a learning management system. Are you with me so far? Do you all understand what I'm trying to emphasize on? Thank you. Please go on. Now the question is, what does it take to create successful enterprise learning solution? I have this question all my teaching and research life. What does it take? To me, learning is a very critical tool for the performance improvement in organization. And I will elaborate that as I go along. You know, throughout the world, learning organizations become learning organizations. They realize enterprise-wide learning or organization-wide learning can really improve the organization's performance, organization's competitiveness, and organization's success, and your global presence.